The Magic House. A young woman stands in front of a small, crooked wooden house at the edge of a fog-covered lake. The windows flicker with warm golden light, though the house has been abandoned for 50 years. She hesitates, clutching a letter that reads, "Come before midnight. The house remembers." The wind whispers through the trees, and the front door slowly creaks open by itself. Clara Morgan, a travel blogger from London, had come to the quiet Scandinavian village of Fjorden to escape city chaos. The locals told her about the house by the Mirror Lake, a place where lights appear at night, and people claim to hear their own voices calling from inside. Clara, ever the skeptic, decided to see it for herself. Inside, the house looked frozen in time. Dust floated in the air like tiny spirits. A kettle on the stove was still warm. The walls whispered faint echoes, laughter, footsteps, a lullaby in another language. And then she saw herself in the hallway mirror, but smiling, even though she wasn't. Each room in the house seemed to remember someone. When Clara opened an old wardrobe, she saw scenes from the past: a family dinner, a child's birthday, a woman painting by the window. They weren't ghosts, they were memories, replaying themselves like film reels. The house wasn't haunted, it was alive. It preserved emotions, keeping moments safe so they could never fade. But the more Clara explored, the more the house began to reshape itself around her. Her phone died, her reflection aged, and a soft voice whispered, "Everyone leaves something behind. What will you leave, Clara?" In the attic, she found a portrait of herself, painted decades ago, but date was October 7th, 1975. Impossible. A letter was pinned beside it. The house chooses those who need to remember who they are. Suddenly, memories rushed through her. Visions of another life, another time. She realized she had been here before, as a child, lost during a storm. The house had protected her then, and now it had called her back to remind her what she had forgotten, to feel, not just record. The house whispered once more, "Go live your story before you become another memory." Morning broke over the lake. The house stood still and silent again. Clara left her old camera on the doorstep, her offering, and walked away smiling, the fog lifting behind her. That night, the villagers saw the house's windows glowing once more. Inside, a new memory was being kept, of a woman who finally remembered to live.